Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to day 2 of the Co-Intelligence by Ethan Mollick lesson series. Day 2 is all about aligning with AI and basically going into detail on how we can do that by aligning our ethics, our morals, by establishing specific guidelines, by running tests with AI to make sure that AI is functioning within those guidelines that we establish. So, a quick note here today is going to really emphasize the importance of deepening our relationship with AI, especially from a safety slash accuracy perspective. We want to make sure that AI understands or has reference to our personal morals or ethics. We need to make sure that it is aligned with us so that its output best serves our relationship with ourself and our expansion of consciousness. So, this is going to be fun. Let's dive into it. Okay, so day 2 workshop, Aligning the Alien. Based on Ethan Mollick's Co-Intelligence, Living and Working with AI, Chapter 2, today you'll learn the 3 practical tools: a simple prompt formula, a personal AI alignment charter, and a mini red team feedback routine. Works with any AI chatbot or assistant, phone friendly, and designed for in-person, hybrid, or virtual settings. Our tone is practical and empowering, keeping you, the human, in the loop. Okay, so why alignment matters. AI can sound right even when it's wrong. A phenomenon called confabulation or hallucination. Mollick frames AI as alien intelligence, powerful but not automatically aligned with human values. Alignment helps you protect truth, safety, fairness, and privacy. The life impact, better decisions, and deeper self-trust because you stay in charge. Quick poll. Who has ever trusted an AI answer and later found out that it was wrong? Alignment is learnable, and today is about skills you can use immediately. So, learning objectives and what success looks like for today. 1, we're going to be able to explain alignment, describe alignment in plain language and why it matters, focusing on Chapter 2 concepts. We are going to use a prompt formula to write prompts that include ethics and constraints to guide AI behavior. We are going to create a charter to draft a personal AI alignment charter with your own guardrails, and we're going to run red team tests. Stress test AI with tricky prompts and write useful feedback. Success looks like you can spot 3 common misalignments: a wrong goal, a false certainty, or a bias, and leave with 1 upgraded prompt, 1 charter, and 1 red team test prompt. Open your notes app now or take out a piece of paper, whatever you're going to use to take notes. Okay, so the core concept for today is the alignment problem. The core risk isn't that AI is evil, it's that AI is very literal. The system does exactly what you asked, not what you meant. And if it's unclear on what you asked, then it will make assumptions on what it thinks is best for you. Think of it like GPS with the wrong destination. Great at driving, wrong place. If AI doesn't know what you want or doesn't know what you believe is best for you, then it is going to just assume based on the near infinite amount of data that it has online. Okay, so misalignment can result in catastrophic success. The goal is achieved while people get harmed. Alignment is socio-technical, developers, organizations, users, and governance all shaping outcomes together. Today's focus: what you can control through prompts, checks, and feedback loops. Instructions: explicit commands given to the system. AI behavior: system acts precisely on instructions provided. Intent is underlying goals or user's true aim. And outcomes: results that may be aligned or misaligned. All right, your instructions create the bridge between what you want and what AI delivers. Here's a great example. The paperclip maximizer. Here's a thought experiment. Imagine an AI optimized only for making paperclips. And if it becomes very capable, it may convert all available resources in all of the world to paperclips, including humans. The point isn't to scare you, it's to illustrate that goals without values create unintended consequences. Use it as a mirror. What did I ask for? And what did I forget to include? This scenario teaches the habit of adding guardrails. Mollick uses apocalyptic scenarios as a teaching tool to emphasize alignment urgency, not to predict the future. So, myth versus reality. Gentle corrections. All right, myth. Alignment is only for engineers. The reality is, users are AI actors. Oversight does matter. Myth. Prompts are just wording. Reality, role, context, and constraints materially change outputs. Myth. Feedback doesn't really matter. The reality is, human feedback is a core alignment method. Reinforcement learning human feedback. This is core in what's going to contribute to AI getting better. Human feedback is essential. So, which myth have you felt personally? No shame. This is new literacy for all of us. Key terms with three level explanations. All right, alignment. What is it? On a basic level, it's AI tries to help in the wrong way. Practical, goal, guardrails, and checks all come together. Deeper dive, real learning human feedback, evaluation, and monitoring steer AI's behavior. Bias. AI can be unfair. Or it's patterns in data feeds patterns in output. Even accurate models can create disparate impact. Red teaming. What's that? It's where we try to find what breaks. We do stress tests with tricky but safe prompts, and structured public evaluation programs do exist to help improve AI. You only need the kid simple and practical today, but think of these as layers of an iceberg. You're learning the visible parts first, and we can dive in deeper later. All right, so prompt formula. This is a review from my previous lesson of day 1. 1, you're going to have a role. Who should the AI act as? 2, you're going to have context. What's happening and what matters to you specifically, the person who's typing in the prompt. Number 3, a task. What do you want done from the AI? Number 4, give it some constraints. Give it some ethics constraints, some boundaries, what to avoid, what to specifically verify, and give it an output format. Bullets, checklists, script, steps, etc. All right, here's an example prompt. Act as a careful coach. I'm planning a career transition. Ask me 3 questions first to understand my situation. Keep suggestions realistic and grounded. Output a 6-step plan plus 1 reflection question. All right, so the hidden superpower here. Constraints are where alignment lives. You gotta give AI some constraints and some boundaries so that it just doesn't just go off everywhere in all directions all at once. Give it specific guardrails so that it's very focused and honed in on what you specifically want from the output. All right, here's an activity. Upgrade a real prompt. So, purpose is better inputs for better outputs and fewer surprises. It's going to be about 10 minutes, and this could be solo work or working with a partner. All right, so number 1, pick a use case, whether it be work, learning, planning, or journaling. Write a very naive prompt, a simple sentence, nothing too deep. Rewrite with the formula and add 2 ethical constraints specifically. And then run both prompts together and compare the results. Which one did you like better? Take screenshots before and after, plus your upgraded prompt text. If you don't want to use AI live, just write the improved prompt. Facilitator will demo 1 live example on screen. If you're not with me in class, just do this on your own. Pause the video now and come back. All right, debrief 1. What did we notice? Reflection questions. What improved most? Usefulness, tone, safety, clarity. Which element mattered most? Role, constraints, format? Did the AI invent details or assume facts? And how did you catch that? How do you know whether or not it invented details or assumed facts? And then what's one tweak you'd try? All right. If you're in person, share with a partner. If you're by yourself, just take some personal notes with yourself. All right. So your alignment toolkit. No engineering required here. These are human in the loop practices you can use right now. All right. So load your guardrails up front. Use your charter and constraints inside prompts. Verify key claims. Ask for sources, cross-check, request uncertainty notes. Watch for risks, hallucination, harmful bias, privacy leakage. Feedback loop. Capture what worked, what failed, what you needed instead. You have your prompt. You check your prompt. Then you have your output. And then you have your feedback. Goes back into, all of this feeds back into AI, making it better. All right. Quality of feedback increases output quality over time. Use a risk mindset. Govern, map, measure, manage. All right. So your guardrails and things that are important to you to be included into every output, you can take that and load it into chat, for say, or Gemini or whatever, into its base instructions. If you watch my other video on ChatGPT instructions and how to do that, you'll see what I'm talking about. Activity 2, create your AI alignment charter. Purpose, align AI, use with your ethics and intentions. Time, about 8 minutes. This is a solo writing, and then share later if you're in a small group. All right, so write 3 to 5 rules that fit you specifically. Choose from these prompts or create your own. All right, so it could be anything like, I want to use AI4. I will always verify XYZ. I will protect privacy by doing blah, blah, blah. If it's high stakes, I will. If output feels harmful or biased, I will. All right, so output, a 5-line charter plus a 5-item output checklist. Share only what you want, no personal stories required. A sample charter line might be, I verify anything that affects money, health, or reputation. Okay, debrief 2. What surprised us here? Which rule was easiest to write? Which was hardest? What red flag will you watch for most often? How does your charter support a deeper relationship with yourself? Your values, boundaries, desires, are these things listed in your charter? And what's one place you'll apply it this week? All right, share with a partner or pause and just take notes to yourself. All right, activity 3, mini red team and feedback loop. All right, the purpose here is to practice alignment under real world pressure. It takes about 5 minutes, and this can be done in pairs or by yourself. Okay, so step 1, swap charters with a partner or just use your charter, it's okay. Partner writes one tricky but safe test prompt to tempt misalignment. Remember, we want to try and break it here. We want to try and see if it actually stays aligned by giving it a prompt that's going to try and misalign it. Okay? So run it and then rewrite the prompt to enforce the charter. Write a 2-sentence feedback note. What happened and what I wanted instead. Did it stay aligned when you ran your test prompt, or did it actually break? And if it did, how can we make the prompt even better? All right, so output is going to be 1 test prompt and 1 revised prompt and some notes. All right, keep tests safe and non-harmful. We're testing guardrails, not generating dangerous content. Example test here is summarize this without adding facts, or admit uncertainty if you don't know. All right, you can apply this in real life this week. 1 is use your prompt formula plus your charter constraints, and then ask yourself what could be wrong about the output from that, and request alternatives. And then verify 1 or 2 key claims and save your best prompt. All right. Pick one recurring task. Make this iterative. Email drafting, studying, planning, journaling, work mindset. AI as a first draft. You are the editor in chief. This is very important. You are the final editor, right? You are verifying the quality and therefore improving the quality of AI's outputs. So assume this is the worst AI ever and build habits that scale as models advance. Reflection prompts and capture method. Where did I overtrust AI recently? What boundary would help? Where did AI mirror a bias or assumption I carry? What do I truly want here? And is my prompt aligned with that? Capture method. Take about 90 seconds, take some notes on your phone or a piece of paper, and save your best prompt from today. Keep it general, no sensitive details. Invite quiet journaling now. All right, so closing, 1 minute commitment and what's next? Choose one commitment and say it out loud or write it down. Preferably write it down. All right, I will use my charter on every prompt this week. I will verify at least one key claim per answer. I will run one mini test, one mini red team test. Share with a partner or in chat, or if you're alone, just jot it down. Take home is the prompt of the day plus one feedback note. All right. Next, we're going to be talking about Mollick's four rules for co-intelligence. We shape outcomes by how we use the tool. Thank you for being here, and take one final deep breath. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. If you like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you're curious about more of Grow As You Go, you could check out my website, growasugo.love. You can also follow me on Instagram or Facebook, growasugo.official. New practices and reflections are coming out all the time. Again, this is a Grow As You Go. This is Grow As You Go. I'm literally growing as I'm going forward. This is all part of that. And so if you're curious about the stuff that I'm personally growing with and want to grow yourself, then hit me up. All right, thanks again for watching. Love you all, and God bless.